Hi gang, George here. What I'm going to do is go over the way I clean an EFM coal stoker. I always wear a mask, dust mask, especially because of the coal, the ashes, and safety glasses. I'm going to take them off now just to go over the first things, and I'll have it off so you can hear, I'm going to narrate and you can hear things better. Now the first thing we want to do, and you always want to have a flashlight. I have several of them. This one seems to work pretty good. We have your on and off switch here. I have it off because I'll show you there the procedure. But I'm going to turn it on now, and we're going to go over here, and we are going to turn the circuit breaker off. It's best to do it in this order, because now if you turn the circuit breaker off first, or the switch off first and come over here, you can't be sure that it's marked properly. This one is marked number 26, which is right here. And that's a real good indicator that that is marked properly and it is the stoker. So we will turn this off. Now, this is an EFM, Electric Furnace Man, Emmaus, Pennsylvania. It's a model DF-520, a very common unit used in a lot of the houses around here. This house, and we're located in East Central Pennsylvania, right in the heart of the anthracite, that is hard coal region. In fact, I retired from working at a Lehigh anthracite that mine the coal. Strip mining, not deep mining. At any rate, these were all built a long time ago. They're company homes. I try to post a picture of it if I learn how to do that and find the picture. But they're all built for the employees of the coal company. It was quite something back then. They still mine coal here. Coal is still heavily used, and they export a lot of it too. Okay, now the thing I always did, and this is at least 30 years old. It's a little over 30 years old. And every single year I cleaned it this way. And that's what I'll say is the reason it's working so well after all these years. I turn it off the night before. So it's best to do it when it's not real cold out. I usually do it in October. Right now it's the end of April because I haven't been living here. But we're going to clean it the proper way, in my opinion. This is not designed to be an instructional video. It's designed to show you how I do it. If you can pick up some tips, fine. However, if you need more questions, have any concerns, I would definitely seek a professional and find out exactly the way they would do it and the way it will seem to work for you. Okay, now take a look in here. You can see that I already cleaned all the coal out after it cooled down. Well, it actually went out by itself, and that's one reason I'm cleaning it, because I think there might be concerns about a lot of soot and debris blocking things up. But I shut it off. I let it cool and clean the coal out of there. If you're going to do that, I always make sure it's shut off when you go down deep there, because there's an auger there and the warming. One might lose a finger doing that. So we always have to be cautious and safety oriented. So what I'm going to do here, first of all, is I'm going to put some gloves on. And they are somewhere. Let's see over here. I'm not sure where they're at right now. I brought them. Let me go over here. Well, how about that? I'll put these on for now. These I always keep handy. Okay. Now, you want to come, and I'm not going to do them all, but this, just in the sake of the video itself. I've not seen a video showing how to clean a coal stoker like this, so I kind of thought maybe it would be nice to do. If you can look right in here, you can see that there's some blockage in the air holes that flow. The air comes up and makes sure the fire keeps going. So what I'm going to do, and I won't videotape the whole thing, is make sure these are all clear. There's little stones, little pieces of ash, and little pieces of coal get in there. So I'm going to get a mirror then and show this side so I make sure. You always want to have gloves on because coal can be very sharp. And this is metal here, and it can be sharp also. So I'm going to clean these out as I did every year. One of the important things I thought was, if you see there's like 5 to 10 holes blocked, well, if I left it go for 30 years without cleaning it, or even 1 year, you know, each time there could be more getting blocked, and that would adversely affect the airflow. Okay, I'm going to do this and then we'll come back. Okay, that was step one, and you can see it's nice and clean there. Now for step two, or however you want to view it, we have here is a flapper plate, like it's a, you can see that it just sits on a bracket, one on each side there, and it's designed to move like that. I'm going to take that off, going to take the plate off, and then as you see underneath here, you have two plates just hanging on two little rods sticking out. I'm going to remove them, and we'll pick it up from there. Now those three items were removed. They're all steel plates, and they're probably about 1/4 inch or so, so they're pretty thick, pretty heavy. Now here we have some, I'm pretty sure that's the water jacket there, and you can see the soot, they call it soot, build up on there. What I'm going to do, and I'll just give you a brief, is use a wire brush and clean these all out in thoroughly, all around here, top, bottom, all around. Clean it well and vacuum it out. And I also have an air compressor that I use sometimes to make sure I get as much as possible, because it's going to run at least a year, and this is a buildup like this is not uncommon, what I've seen. And we'll pick it up from there around the back then also. Okay, so as you can see, I got it pretty good. I wire brushed it, and also with a nice soft brush blew much of the silt away. The no surprise though is I dropped my wire brush down there. So, and this is going to be done anyway, but I'm going to be doing it right now. Here's the coal, by the way. I got a little ash in there, won't hurt. But this we burn is rice coal, anthracite, hard coal. And, you know, it does produce very good heat. It certainly is something that causes some debate in the world right now, but I've burned it all my life. My family had it. I've had it. I had a different unit in here when I bought the house, and bought this one new, so it's over 30 years old. But what I'll need to do now is take the exhaust pipe here off, and we're going to clean that off. We're going to check the chimney, and we're going to see what's inside here when I take that off. And usually is quite full with soot. I'm going to see what it's like. Okay, I'm back. Got the pipe off, and as you can see here, there's plenty of soot right there, and certainly was in the bottom of the pipe, the elbow. But if you look inside there, a couple of things. Let me get set up here a little better. Yes, if you look inside there, you can see there's a heavy collection of soot. And let's see if you look this way. Oh my, yes, it's pretty bad. Let me put this in there maybe. look there. Yeah, you can see my wire brush where it fell. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my mask back on, my gloves on. I have an ash bucket in there. I'll bring that back here and thoroughly clean this and then vacuum it. Pick it up after that. Okay, this may not be real visible to you, but what I'm doing is holding a mirror underneath and looking up the chimney to make sure it's clear. It is nice and clear. It may not be all that visible on there, but it is. Always check that. And we have a clean out hole down here. I've done that. Vacuumed out in here. Don't have the light handy right now. I vacuumed that out thoroughly. That's going to be good for at least a year. And noteworthy here is the amount of soot I got from the back there. The back container there, actually, that stores the soot that falls down. And that's that. So what I'm going to do, and here are the plates removed from where they sit. I'm going to put the plates back in. I vacuumed inside here also. Let's see if the flashlight's available here. Oh yeah. Vacuumed, cleaned it well, brushed it. That's looking good. See if you can see that all right. It's going to be all ready to go. I'm going to use charcoal. I used to use wood, but I found charcoal to be the best, and we're gonna do that. Okay, we'll pick it up there. And now for starting the fire, I use charcoal briquettes, and I break some of them up with a hammer, and the others I leave whole. I'm gonna wrap the paper up. Gonna put it in there. Use a little charcoal lighter fluid there. The good stuff, I see. And we'll start the fire, and then we'll turn the air back on, and we'll see how that goes. Got it there. I use a few matches. Throw them in there. Let it get started. I found it best to get the charcoal started too before I turn the air on. I've had little issues at times. Something like that. Now let me turn the circuit breaker on. You can just come over here. We turn that number 26 circuit breaker on, which is that one. And then the switch here. And there she goes, and let's take a look at that. The air is flowing. And we're gonna let that do its thing for a little bit, and I'll check back on it. And it's as simple as that. Yeah, it's very difficult sometimes. It's tight working quarters in a lot of houses. I don't do it for only my own right now. I would always check the motor and oil it, check the gear motor in there, the oil for that. And that pretty much completes it. Well, I want to thank my videographer here, my wife, Lynn. She's spectacular. And thank you for watching, and hopefully this helps you out. At least you know what's involved in cleaning an EFM coal stoker.
Okay, thanks, George.
Okay.
Okay.
Watch for the next one. Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.